Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Shrimp Nation. I hope you all are doing well. What's good? Um, we're back at it again for another shrimp fried rice podcast. I'm so happy to be here. Genuinely, y'all really don't understand like how happy I am to be here. I'm so grateful to be alive. Never been more grateful in my life, I'd say. Someone crashed into me the other day, and thank God that I'm okay, and so's the other driver. Not my fault. They sideswiped me. I was on my way to pick up my sister from the airport, and I was driving in the right lane. They were in the left lane and just went. There was nowhere to turn, and they just decided to hit me, I guess. They're 100% at fault, and it's been a crazy week because, like, you know, I didn't tell my sister, like, it happened right away because she was landing from Japan, and I was like, hey, I'll tell you the whole thing. Basically, like, I was like shaken up afterwards. Like, thankfully my mom was following behind me because we were gonna bring my sister the car, and then she was going to drive home, and then my mom would follow me to like bring me back. Luckily, she was literally right behind me when it happened because I was like shaken up, like I didn't even know what was going on. They hit me really hard, and luckily my sister's car is made out of metal, because if it was my car that's made out of plastic, it definitely would have crushed me a bit. But yeah, thank God it wasn't as bad as it could have been, and grateful to be here. They try to like convince me like not to go through insurance, and I was like, nah, bro, like this isn't even my car, and like even if it was my car, like we gotta do this the right way. Like I've never been in an accident before, but I just know like gotta exchange information, gotta make a police report, and then you go through the insurance. Like, but they were like, it was just a lot, man. I feel like I never felt more emotionally drained in my life. I was like scared. Like, and I couldn't remember like what happened right away when the cops were questioning. So luckily my mom was there as a witness, and yeah, like now I had like give all the information to my sister. Like when it happened, like I went through like her glove box and I couldn't find like up-to-date insurance, and I was like, oh shit, like this is like all expired. Like I hope she got like new insurance or whatever. But she did. So I had to call her, and I was like, real quick, by the way, someone crashed into me. I'm fine. What's your insurance information? The cop wants to know. So she's like, freaking out. She gives me the information, but it's all good. And yeah, it just took like literally like 2.5 hours. I ended up driving to the airport afterwards because I was like, all right, I'm fine. But then I had to wait for the police report to be done the next day. I went there in the morning, and they like misspelled my name. They put in like an extra A in my name, and then they're like, no, it's fine. And I was like, look, it's not even my insurance. Like, can we just do this the right way? They're like, all right, come back at 8 p.m. So I was like, all right, at least I'm off of work. And then I streamed, and then I went back there, it was still wrong, by the way. And then the other officer was like, no, it's fine. I was like, look, I would have picked up the first one if I really didn't like care about it. But now it's been over 8 hours. Like, can you just fix it? So the guy's like, all right. So they fixed it. I brought it home. I like actually went straight to the library because I don't got like a scanner. And I went to use the scanner, scanned it, emailed it to my sister so she could send it to her insurance right away. I had to do like an interview with her insurance. They wanted to know what happened. Now I'm waiting for their insurance to like interview me to ask me the same thing. I had to go back to the police station today because they need, in New York State, apparently if you get into an accident, you have to like tell the DMV you got into an accident, which I was like, don't y'all do that? But apparently not. There's like a form you gotta fill out. So I started filling out the form, and I filled it out wrong because on the police report, when the guy first gave it to me, he's like, just like copy down the police report, but like this is like your testimony of what happened, so like you can change it if you want. So I was copying it, and the guy who hit me was driver 1. I'm driver 2. I start copying down his information, and then it asks me the next question. And I flip it over because he's like, the instructions are on the back. So I was like, all right. I didn't even bother to read it because I was like, what he told me, like, you know, he didn't say like driver 1 is you. Like, I mean, he didn't have to really explain. I should have just read the instructions, but you know, I just thought it was obvious because he said to copy the police report. But anyways, so I was like, great. Now I filled out this guy as driver 1 when this is my information. So I was like, I gotta go back to the police station and get another form. So I went back. And now I haven't filled it out. You have like 10 days, I think, from the accident to like fill it out, or else you can get your license suspended, even though I'm not at fault. I'm just like, bruh. But hey, I'm doing it eventually, so it's okay. I got a couple more days. The accident happened on Thursday. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, I wanted to show you guys my Beyblades. I know that not a lot of you follow me on Twitch, or maybe you guys do, but either way, this is like one of my special interests of my journey of healing my inner child. But I never had Beyblades growing up because we couldn't afford it. So I will try to, by memory order of my purchases, show you guys my Beyblades. So my first Beyblade is Shinobi, Shadow Shinobi. And he's got a metal bit, which I think is really cool. I'd like to play him outside, that'd be fun. My next Beyblade. Potentially this one. Pretty sure I have 2 wizards. This one and then this one. I'm gonna forget their names because I gave them all nicknames. One's a wand wizard and I forgot the other one, but the green one is the best one. This is what the bit looks like. And out of all my Beyblade fighters, like literally the green is the best one. It's actually crazy. And I already forgot all the names of all of them. Come on, shrimp. I'll just show them to you. I feel like this is like me taking a test, so my head just went blank. I got that one. And then I got this one, the Stranzer one, which was kind of like not a limited edition, but like a special one. Actually, this is my worst Beyblade. Genuinely, I don't really like follow the stats like so much because I feel like it all depends on how you rip them, truly. And I know a lot of people mix and match their parts, but I'm like, no, my OCD won't allow me to do that. I need to know like what parts are in my Beyblade. And yeah, it really sucks. Truly. I wanted to get like I have a second one of these in the packaging because I was like, maybe it'll be worth something. Even though it's a really crappy Beyblade. And then I got this one. This is the Kraken. The Wriggle Kraken. My favorite, I bought it because it's my favorite colors. This like pink and blue. And you kind of see his face there. And then I got this one in Ireland. This is like Antler Stag. He's like also not really a great Beyblader, I'd say. Then these are my 2 newest ones I just got from Five Below, because apparently Five Below, non-sponsored, has Beyblades. So go check out your nearest Five Below if you want Beyblades, and it comes with like little rippers, which is nice. It was $5.99, I think, and Amazon they're about $9.99 to $30, depending on the Beyblade. So I got this one that's like, I think it's called Leon. He's the lion, like, genuinely. And he's really good, I think. Pretty good. And then there's this other one, and I forgot him too. I forgot all their names. This is also look like a knight, different knight though. They look like they could be brothers though if you compare them. They don't have the same bits, but like one is like, oh, this one's Dark Perseus, I think. I was gonna say he's the dark version of him. He's like the anti-Superman in the Superman. I actually haven't fought them together. That would be a good idea. I really like this fighter though. Wriggle Kraken's good. I feel like they're all good depending on who you're fighting them against, but this antler stag disassembles itself so often that I'm like, it's actually insane. Like, it's always gonna lose a fight, I think. But I want to do a Beyblade battle with all of them. I did like 2 of them already, and I'll show you guys. I made like a thing on Canva for it. I never really like show you guys anything. I feel like I'm just mostly talking about my life, which is fine too, but I know everybody on Twitch knows these things, and sometimes I separate my Twitch life with this podcast because I feel like if you know, you know, but like it's also good because I know there's like different viewers on here. So I kind of want to share that side with you guys too. If I can find it. My Beyblade tournament, I did too. And mind you, I did these tournaments with not the right amount of Beyblades. This is when I had only 6 Beyblades. Now I have 10, I think. Or 9. I'm missing one. I don't know. But I'm gonna get them all in there. What I did was I'll show you. Let me cook. Oh, I guess I never made another scene for all right, hold on. I gotta go into a Twitch scene. There we go. So these were my fighters at the time, and I didn't pair them up based on stats. I just did it based on my personal experience with their fights, you know? So obsidian shell. Oh, where is my obsidian shell? That's the one that's missing. All right, he's still probably on my desk. This was my first match, my second match because my wizards. Oh, there's the names: One Wizard and Arrow Wizard, my Wriggle Kraken, and Dark Perseus. So I fought these fighters first. Obsidian Shell won. Fought these fighters next. The green one. This one. Kraken won. Then I ripped all 3 of these at the same time. Best out of 3 with all these. We're best out of 3. Ultimate winner. Wand Wizard. That was in January. Wow. I should have kept doing this every month. It's already June. What the heck? Second tournament was like literally like less than 30 days apart. So I matched them up the same, almost the same, right? No, I matched them up the same way. But we had different winners for, well, Shinobi took that one. And then Wand Wizard was the winner there. Their second time undefeated champion. I've copied this to make the 3rd tournament, and I never did it. I'd have to remake this whole thing now that I have more Beyblades because it's supposed to be 2 and 2, and then 1 and 1, and then like the tournament would be bigger, right? It's supposed to be 8, 2, 4, 6. I think I had to have 2 more. And I was like, you know what? I'll make it work. So I'll have to redo this 100%, but that's okay. But yeah, I had so much fun doing that. I'd love to do it again. Man, time's flying by. I've had so much go on in my life. I mean, as you guys know, you guys probably know just as much, if not more than my Twitch chat, because I'd be pouring my heart out over here. So, I feel like some good message would be for today, not to stress about anything, worry about nothing, pray about everything. I got like stressed out because this guy, I'll tell you a backstory. When I first was planning to quit my hospital job, I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I like told my manager, I was like, hey, I'm gonna quit. Like, I might need more hours. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. So then I quit. I went on vacation. I came back. And by the time I came back from my 2-week vacation, this guy who's been working there for a while had to have knee replacement surgery. He actually just ended up doing it. So it worked out well, in the sense that I got more hours at work because I was taking his shifts. And since then, so that's like March. I came back April. So from April, May, I've been getting some decent hours, just enough barely to pay my bills. And then now in June, I was like, listen, like, he told me that in June, Joe would come back to work and take his hours back and blah, blah, blah. So I've been panicking because I was like, man, no pressure, but full pressure. I got to become Twitch partner before June. I got to get paid, love. Like, I need, this is like me trying to do my best with the worst that's going on in my life, which it's really hard to, you know, focus on streaming and content creation when there's so much going on in my life, literally at all times, like with my health, with my family's health, like with just everything that's just been going on in my life. With like, I got like waves of depression just because of everything not working out the right way. And then like not being able to stream made me sad, and then streaming made me sad. And I just been going through like a lot of ups and downs this past 6 months, I'd say. So I there was moments that like I really wanted to give up, and a lot of them actually, and thinking about like how I'm not good enough and I'm wasting my time, and like I'm just like, I don't know, like a horrible person because, you know, I quit my job and now I can't find another one. And like now I'm like, you know, I'm stuck here at the ice rink and they treat me bad, and like a lot of heavy labor, and I'm like, what did I do to myself? But then I would think back and I'm like, the hospital is really bad. I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. I was so stressed out all the time, I wasn't sleeping, and I had like I was really like getting depressed and sad like all the time. I was crying all the time, like literally multiple times a day. Like even at work, I'd like leave and have like a panic attack. So I really needed to get out of that. And then I am like, everything's in God's time, and like, you know, everything happens for a reason. Like, and I'm praying for doors to be closed that need to be closed, and doors to be open that need to be open. And like, the thing that bothers me the most is like this podcast. Like, I feel like I remember last year when I was unemployed and I was like asking God, like, what can I do to like help? Like, what are some ideas? And then like, I feel like this podcast was one of it. And this wasn't the idea of the original podcast I had. But then I was like, you know what? Podcasting will help. Like, it's just an hour. I spent an hour doing TikTok videos, like, so it's like not a big deal, but it's just literally been the hardest thing to do. Like, streaming has been easy because I know I can dedicate the time. For 1 hour, it's so hard to fit it in my day with everything else that's going on. And then I feel like this overwhelming guilt, like I'm just messing things up for God and my own future, because maybe this is the one thing that maybe make me make it somehow. I don't know. Or maybe it's not even about making it. It's just like, this is like one of those things that's like helping other people. And that's what I want to do, is help people. So I went for months without making the podcast, and I keep trying to stay consistent with it. Like, I really wanted to do it like one day a week at the same day, same time. And I did that a couple times, but I feel like with my ADHD and everything else, it's extremely difficult. Anyways, I'm here. I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad to experience this moment with you guys. And I really don't know what God has planned for me in my life and what I'm supposed to be doing. I just pray that I do what I need to do for him every day, because I'm tired of living my life without him and going against what he wants from me. And I just know in my heart that the reason why I didn't get these jobs I've been applying for was because he didn't want me to get them. Because if you think about it, I have 3 college degrees. I graduated top of my class in high school. I know 3 languages. I have hobbies. I did clubs and sports in high school. I have over 10 plus years in job experience. I have managerial experience. I've worked in a bunch of different types of fields, including the medical field, twice. And I have a really, really diverse background. And I don't know, I feel like I would be like the ideal candidate for like any major company or minor company to be like, wow, this is who we're looking for. But truly, even since before the pandemic, like the job market has been hard. I remember before the pandemic, I wanted to quit my last a couple of jobs ago, was like me working at the daycare. And I was trying to find some sort of management job, and I didn't have my bachelor's yet. So I had 2 associate's degrees under my belt and 7 years of experience at least. And even then it was hard because a lot of them were like, come back when you have a bachelor's degree. And then like, I'm like, all right. So then when I remember the January before, it was like 6 months before I graduated with my bachelor's degree, I just had my semester left. I started lying on my resume first time in my life. I never lied because I was like, man, I really need a job. Like I was working at a laser hair removal place at that time because I quit working at the daycare. And the laser hair removal place made me start at minimum wage again. Yeah, pumpkin. They made me start at minimum wage because they said I didn't have experience. Even though I had a bunch of retail experience and stuff and experience in sales and all that, they're like, no, like you have to learn about laser hair removal. You don't know anything about that. So they made me start at minimum wage. But because I had desperation, I started working there. And I worked my way up a couple of dollars an hour more. But it still was like a struggle. And then I found the environmental job after I graduated. And it's just been a roller coaster, truly. And I feel like I have no regrets because everything happens for a reason. But applying to jobs, then I lied on my resume, like saying I had a bachelor's degree, and even then they didn't care. And that's when I knew I was cooked. I was like, oh, so they don't care if I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I had a job opportunity like to work with a psychologist, and she like called me up and was like, this is perfect. Like, you know, I would make minimum wage almost, but I'd be on call 24/7, but it'd be a great experience if I want to be a psychologist. And I was like so depressed then and going through my back issues that I was like, look, if I'm like on the edge of doing it, like, and someone else is on the edge of doing it, like I can't help anybody. Like I need to help myself before I help others. Like that's what they always say, like when you're in an airplane, right? Like help yourself before you help others. Like that's how I like needed to like pilot my life. And that's what made me wake up and realize I need to take care of myself. I need to start working jobs that make me feel good. But that's like a joke because like all the jobs I've had since then, or even before then, have been bad. But that's when I started Twitch streaming, and I just fell in love with it so much. I never considered this could be a career until I realized it could, and I feel like I'm trying so hard, but I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, and then I'm just like, am I doing something wrong or what? But, and then I'm like, it's not my time, it's God's time. So that's all the stuff that goes on in my head is just, I'm not good enough, or I am good enough, but it's just not my time yet. And then I'm like, have all this stuff going on in the background of my life that every time I miss a Twitch stream, I'm like, there goes another opportunity of making it because I couldn't go live. And I literally contemplated that today. Was I had to go to the police department. I had to go pick up my MRI discs because I don't know if I told you guys, I have like family history of breast cancer, and I've been having like breast pain in my left breast for years, and I've got it checked a few times and there's nothing there, and it's really been bothering me a lot, and I thank God there's nothing there. But I went to the doctor and I was like, look, can we just get like more scans? Like, I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense, whatever. So she's like, sure, but I want to check both of them. So I was like, all right, like, there's nothing wrong with the right one. And turns out while getting the scans, they had the doctor review it right away because they saw something, and I have something in my right breast. So, everything's fine, but like, I have to like monitor it every few months. And it's just one of those things that kind of mess with me a lot in my head, because I'm just like, after all that I've been through, they're just adding that to the top of everything else. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let myself get down about this situation. Everything's okay. Everything's going to be okay. And I just have to get it checked out, and that's it. And I'll share it with everybody. And then guess what? You know, you don't have to stress, like, you know, that's all you can do. I leave everything in God's hands so I don't stress. But that is a reminder. Everyone, make sure you do your monthly breast exam. It's really important. If you feel something weird, go to the doctor. But maybe as a preventative, get a bilateral ultrasound. And I know it's not like really a preventative, but like, I would have never known I had something there if it wasn't for my doctor saying, let's just check. The last time I went for an ultrasound, they only did the left one. So I don't even know how long it's been there. Anyways, I had to go out of my way to pick up the discs for that exam. And from the last one too. And then I went grocery shopping, and then I got home, put away dishes, put away the groceries. But it was like, oh man, like, it's already past my stream time. I told everyone I wasn't going to stream today because I thought I was going to work, and then the lady I was working for canceled on me. Sorry, I keep itching my nose. I don't know why it itches so bad, but I feel like it's my allergies. But she canceled on me, so I was like, okay, this gives me opportunity to get stuff done that I haven't been able to get done. Because I work on the weekends, and Friday was my day off, but I was so exhausted from the accident the day before that I was like, I just needed a day to myself, and I just played Subnautica all day. So I'm glad I got to run errands and stuff. But yeah, I was like coming here and into my room, and I was like, maybe I'll just stream for a few hours and then that's it. And then I was like, you know what? I haven't done my podcast. I need to do this podcast, and I feel like I'm gonna have more guilt if I just don't do it. And at least it's an hour long, and that's it. Like, it just takes an hour. So then I realized, oh, I gotta like make more clips because I'm out of clips again, and it's about that time. I have like 2 more days, and the next couple days, like today's what? Monday. I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday. I have an appointment Thursday. I'm working again Friday. Also a doctor's appointment. So it's just like, when am I going to stream? Like, when am I going to post? It's okay though. I'll figure it out. I always do. The next game is tonight though. Hopefully I can watch that. I need some wins over here in my life. Speaking of Twitch partner and stuff, I saw that someone on Twitch was filling out a Streamer University application, and I wanted to do that with you guys because usually I'm just talking about everything that's happening in my life. And I originally started this podcast, and I was like, I could do anything. I could do cooking, I could do gardening, whatever. It's a podcast, like whatever. But this whole time it's just been establishing a background and telling you what's going on each day. And I just want to do something different today. Sorry, I just want to finish my tea. And I just realized I'm in the wrong thing this whole time. This one is for my podcast. My bad, guys. I have two scenes. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into the podcast thing. And then we could fill out this application together. All right, guys. Personal information. Select category. Student, here to learn and grow. Student. Oh, they have a club director? Really? Lead one of our clubs. Okay. Did you participate in... No, I did not, clearly. Full name? My real name? All right, well, never mind. Can't put that on screen. Not allergic to shrimp. That is my full name. It's crazy that they asked that, though. And then my date of birth, which is in the 1900s. I hate that, like, that's like the meme right now is the 1900s because Gen Z really be trying me. I'm like on that borderline of Gen Z and millennial. Am I an international applicant? No. Social media platforms. That will be easy. Let's go back here. So if you just push this funny button here, look, that's Pumpkin biting me. Push this funny button here. That's my channel trailer. Go to all my links, right? My link tree. Oh, look, you can scan that. All right, at least one platform. Copy and paste. I could have just copied it from Twitch. Hate it. At another platform. Instagram. I don't have a Kick. But I have 2 Instagrams, so... Same username. Got another Instagram. I'm pretty sure Shrimpstagram. Got it. Another platform. YouTube. Are you sure you want to subscribe? No. Does it just ask for the @ or channel name? Made it real easy for everybody, you know? TikTok. I don't really use Twitter though. I just deleted a bunch of posts off of it too. Okay, TikTok. And here's the other TikTok. And what else I got? Twitter? Like, I don't even use it. So we got TikTok, Shrimp Talk, Instagram, YouTube. Podcast. I didn't put the podcast. That's okay. I feel like we got enough 2, 4, 6 different platforms. Everything's not allergic to shrimp, not allergic to shrimp clips. Yep. I feel like the brightness is so bright here. Like this is painful with all my lights on. Usually my screen is never this white. Search by the airplane. Oh, of course. Clothing size. It depends. Like my shirt is like a medium to large and my pants is like extra large. So shoe size US. Shit. I wear men's shoes, but since I'm a female, I bet like they won't. I don't know. Let me put my emergency contact name. I must put my old phone number. Okay, rank your 3 clubs. Fraternity, drama, debate, basketball, musical arts, cheer, film, and science. I do be loving science though. Basketball. I haven't played basketball. I was on the basketball team though in high school, middle school. I never did anything with cheer related though. I always wanted to be a cheerleader, but I was too poor. Wow, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Jeez, they want to upload your and what the heck, cameraman? Cameraman are approved case by case. Here, I'll show you guys this. Show us why you deserve a spot at Streamer University. This is your choice to stand up, be yourself, be creative, and tell us what you bring to the table. 60 seconds. Cameramen are approved case by case. We'll notify you if yours is approved. We do not cover travel costs for cameramen as they are not required to be successful at Streamer U. Cameramen are under strict supervision and are not allowed to make their own content. These rules are broken. Both student and cameramen will be sent home and banned from all future events. Oof. Well, it seems I'm going to have to finish this application after the podcast because I'm going to have to make a video. Why do I deserve it? That is such a loaded question. I'll show you guys my my video from last year and let's see how much this has changed. Let's reflect. I'll show you guys how much confidence I did not have. Let's go back to my Twitch scenes. I felt like I was going to throw up while doing this. Yo, what's good? My name is Shrimp. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I've been streaming for a little over 2 years now. That might be a good one. I saw one of them where I just like... My name is Shrimp. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. Back issue. Here's my cat. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Actually, I think this is my application. Hi, my name is Shrimp. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. You know what? It's on YouTube. Now that I just remembered. Sorry, guys. I know you guys are probably like, Shrimp, what are you doing? Like, this isn't even the podcast you usually do, but it's okay. We can change things up. Manage videos on YouTube. Videos. STREAMER. University application. I had to cut it down. Hi, my name is... Oh, I made it into shorts form. Okay. I forgot about that. Because I posted, I think. It turned into bad quality. Okay.
Shrimp. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I've been streaming for about 2.5 years now. I play
Why did it cut me
Elden
off?
Ring, Hogwarts Legacy, indie games. I also like to cosplay.
Damn, I messed up. We gotta go ball.
Cue the music. Try to get my community as involved as possible. I am known for my fall damage. I also have a back issue that got me fired from my job back in January. So I've been trying to do Twitch full time so I can further my career in streaming. I thank you so much for this opportunity. I try to make my streams a safe space, and this opportunity would be incredible to me. I have massive debts for medical as well as student loans, and I'd like to help my parents pay off their debts as well and give back to my community. That would truly mean the world to me. Here's my cat, Pumpkin. She's a big part of my streams as well. And thank you so much for taking the time to give me this opportunity. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Hi, my name is
I had to like fast forward this. I mean, it's really not that great now that I look back at it, but I don't even know if I could do something better. Like thinking about it now, I would like to put more makeup on. Like I'm breaking out so bad, so I like have been trying to keep it limited. I think that's just because of my stress, truly. But I mean that shouldn't matter, honestly.
Hi, my name
Not
is
Queso. So I feel like that was it. That's so crazy. It feels like so long ago too. I don't know what I would do anything different. I mean, I didn't say like why I deserved it. I don't know if that's what they asked. I feel like they asked like why you wanted it, but maybe they asked why I deserve it. Why do you deserve a spot? Let me think about this. I just don't feel like I do. That's the thing, is like I always like I'm not really putting myself first because I know there are other people out there that deserve it more than me. But why do I deserve it? That's so hard, man. Like I'm gonna have to think about that off the pod. I really thought I could think of it a lot faster. I want to take my time for my answer, I guess, because I think I deserve it. I don't know, out of all of my traits and characteristics, what would make me deserve it out of everybody else. I mean, last year I'm telling them about myself, tell them about fall damage, give back to the community. Why do I deserve it? That's so hard to say. It's so easy to say, why do you want it? And maybe I'll say that. Maybe that's how I'll answer it. I'll change the question. That's all I could think about now. Well, guys, I will be doing that off the pod. Anything else going on in my life? I'm slowly hating my Zamboni job more and more every day because I'm so understaffed and underpaid as usual. Who would have thought? The job market sucks. AI robots are literally controlling the job market because employers are too lazy to actually review applications.
in the arena.
What the heck?
I didn't even finish setting it up.
I guess I had a clip open. My bad. Yeah, so I'm sorry for anybody who's trying to find a different job or to find a job in general, because like the market is insane. Like nobody's doing old-fashioned applications. Like and it's disgusting. Like that there's a fake algorithm that's deciding on whether your experience and resume is good enough to work a job, and then like like I was saying before, like I needed a bachelor's degree for like these jobs, and then the bachelor's degree jobs are now paying minimum wage, and they're just like, yeah, sorry. Like, and I'm just like, bro, like why did I go to college and get all this debt to make the same amount of money of not going to college? I remember being in school, like when I was younger, they would just like try to convince everybody to go to college because, you know, when you get out of high school and whatever, like no job's going to accept you without going to college. But like, what's the point of going to college if anybody can do the job without a college education? And especially if they're paying the same amount they would for someone without a college education. So I have so many regrets with going to college. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but it's just like $100K in debt, and I'm just like panicking because I can't pay my bill every month, and I'm just like, I have to use all of my money to pay my student loan, or else they're going to take money out of my dad's. They're going to like ask my dad to pay. If he can't pay, they'll literally take it out of his wage, which I can't do that to them because they barely have enough money to pay like their bills and stuff. So all I wanted to do is have a better life for me and my family. And that's what like I have regrets too, like, because then it's like, am I like giving up having a better life for my family because I quit my job and I'm like working all these crappy jobs, like, and that's just like, I don't know, like I've seen these jobs that like they pay like $100K a year to be like an executive administrative assistant, and I have experience in it, and I'm just like reading all the job requirements, and I just like, I don't think I can mentally handle it. Like I'm so like drained, like I'm so drained, like I just don't even, I can't do stuff like this anymore. Like I've been through so much. I shouldn't have to either, but that's why I want to make it. That's why I want to be like a streamer. That's why I want to be a content creator. Like truly, like I've struggled so much throughout my life, and that could be like my one opportunity to like make it, for not only just for me but for my family. I think that's like, that would be good for my video actually. I think that would be good. It's just rough, man. Like I know you guys are watching this, like, and I'm sorry. Like, I feel like all I do is complain, and I don't mean to complain because like I said, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for what I have. I have a roof over my head and food on the table. My bills are being paid for. The Lord is providing, and I don't ever want to be ungrateful for anything that I have. It's just like, man, I've seen so many people like get so much and throw it all away, and like I haven't even had the opportunity. But then I'm like, maybe it's not my time yet. So I just gotta stay positive. That's all I can do. I don't want to be negative. I spent my whole life being negative, and it got me nowhere but more depressed. And now that I'm seeing the glass half full instead of half empty, I'm living a better life. And it's like what if? Like instead of my what ifs being doubtful, like what if it doesn't work? What if? Like what if it does work? What if it does work out? Like what if you do become Twitch partner? What if you do like be able to like pay your bills and your debts, your parents' debts and bills, and like provide for your family and stuff? Like what if this is your career? Like and that's really like makes my heart feel good. Like that's truly what's driving me, is like the what if. And I hope that all for you guys, like truly. Just I know life is hard, especially right now with everything that's going on in the world. And I know my problems are minute compared to everybody and what else that they're going through. But if I have any advice for you guys, is just to be grateful for what you have, even if it's little, and to just try to be a good person, and to just stay positive as much as you can. And if somebody tells you like it's impossible, just tell them it's possible, or just ignore them. Because I feel like my whole life people have told me things that I wanted to do were impossible. And it really shrunk me down as a person. And I believe them a lot of the times. And I don't want to do that again. Like I definitely want to I want to dream big and just keep dreaming and never stop dreaming. And I think all things are possible through God anyways. I'm here, I'm alive. I have many miracles that have happened in my life, and it can happen in yours too. So just pray and just know everything's gonna be okay. And Pumpkin's staring me down. Come here, baby. Come here. Wanna say hi to everybody? Come here, baby. Look at baby. Look at this big chunkers. Wanna say hi? It's so rare to get her on the podcast. I love you. She always comes on the Twitch stream, but not on the podcast. She's like, this isn't my show, y'all. She's like the star of Twitch, but on the pod, she's like, nah, this is all you, boo. My whole application erased, but it's not bad. We could start over. I had the tab open and she backspaced the button. That's okay. Well, guys, let me reflect. We had a crazy day, and I showed you guys my Beyblades. You guys got to see Pumpkin. I gave you some hope core because I feel like this podcast purpose is really just to show that God is still working in my life as well as others, and to give people inspiration that you don't need to give up. Things can still change. Things can happen for you. No matter what you've been through in life, it's going to be okay. You can still be happy no matter the hardest times. And just as I say, just be yourself. Like, I don't know, I was trying to think of something less corny, but it's true. Like, just be yourself, just be you. Like, and that's all that matters, I think. Who knows? Who knows what I'm talking about anyways? Who knows what I know? I just know what I've been through. But maybe if it helps one person, that'll make me happy. I'm sorry my posture is shrimping. I always am like, I sit in my bed, I could lean back and relax, but every time I slowly just like inch forward and forward. Okay. That's all I have for you guys. I didn't even make it to the hour mark, and my brain is just empty. I feel like this Streamer University application like question got me in my head a bit, and now I'm thinking about all the ways I don't deserve it. But I don't want to think that. I don't want to spiral. I just want to. I think I'll make a list of what I need to do, and then I'll make a video. Okay, guys. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. Be a good person. Go tell your neighbor like you appreciate them, or say hi, or help them out with something. You know, it's always nice to be like that neighbor that's like a good person. Do something good for others. Tell someone you love them. Give someone a hug consensually. Go call your mom. She definitely misses you. And if you have an animal, give them like 3 pets from me specifically. And check out all the stuff in the link tree in my bio or like down below. I try to post content daily on all my platforms. And check out my Twitch, guys. My main YouTube and my Twitch, like, I really need to be partner. I'd love to be YouTube partner. I'd love to be Twitch partner. So go check out that stuff, guys. Please support your girl. And that's it. Have a great week. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, and positivity. Okay, bye, guys.